What's up, guys? Today I have an interesting review for you. I don't want to drag it out or anything, but I'm going to show you the box real quick. You already know it's a Jordan, but the thing is, which Jordan? So, um, Look at the box, not really too much to see on it. Of course, here it says premium, crafted, performance inspired by the greatest player ever, trademark. I hope you guys can see it in the light. And then you got the black Jumpman right there. And of course, Jordan's thumbprint. Just to show you how big it is real quick. See if I can try to get the lighting. Yeah, there we go. That's my thumb, and that's Jordan's thumb. See the difference? So, I'm going to give you guys a real quick peek at it. You can see the price retails at $185. Like Jumpman 23. Can you guys guess what it is? It is the Air Jordan 11 Retro. My size 13. Let's get into it. Now, with this shoe in particular, a lot of flack has been going around. A lot. People are saying that they're not real. The ones that you're buying now are fakes. They cannot possibly be real. It just doesn't make any sense. But I'm here to tell you guys, these are legit. These are 100% legit. I picked these up from a site called Kicksole.com, and I know that site has got a lot of flack too because people have said, no, they're selling fakes, they're not real, they can't possibly be real, these don't release until December, so what you're buying now is just a really good replica. No, these are legit. The Air Jordan 11 is one of my favorite, in fact, if not my all-time favorite Air Jordan. And I know everything pretty much there is to know on this shoe. And so I can spot a fake almost a mile away. And I'm here to tell you guys, this is not a fake. Guaranteed, promise, this is not a fake. Let's get into the review of it. The official colors are black, varsity red, and white, fabricated in China, as all Jordans are. That's one thing I just wanted to mention because most of the fakes, a lot of times they will say fabricated in Vietnam. And that's a dead giveaway. All the Jordans fabricated in China. So let's get into the review of it. On the upper here, you can see it's got the black nylon mesh and it runs all along the upper, as you can see. At the back of the shoe, we've got the varsity red Jumpman. And one thing to tell between a fake and a real one, the fakes usually have a bigger Jumpman or a smaller Jumpman. This is the right sizing of the Jumpman. And the way you can tell it's the right sizing is because the basketball lines up with the center right here for the 23. Let me see if I can turn it a little bit better. See the basketball, how it lines up? That's correct. If it does not, if it's too high, it's wrong. If it's too low, it's wrong. This is a fake. But you can see, it's not. Another thing to tell, the fakes usually won't have small details like, you see where his shoes are, there's a little pop right there, as well as right there too. Those are his laces. The fakes usually won't do that. Another thing that fakes won't do is they won't have his fingers. It'll usually just be one giant claw, or it'll just look really messed up. Here you can see the fingers, and you can count them out. It's kind of hard to show on camera, but they're right there. Also, another thing I realized, on fakes, usually his chest part right there is smoother, whereas on the real, it's kind of pushed out, because on the box even, and on the real ones, the Jumpman has extended chest, you could say. On the fakes, they usually just put a flat one because they don't realize the difference. At the back, you can see on this elastic kind of tab right here, the 23 has a spacing in between it. Real ones have those. Fake ones, usually they're very close together or they're very far apart, but they don't have the right amount of spacing like this does. For the back part here, that's black, this is done in, I believe, leather. Yeah, leather. And it wraps around the complete heel here. Then, of course, you have the infamous patent leather. It's kind of hard to show on camera, but it is flawless. It is beautiful, really, really beautiful. The fakes, usually the patent leather is very warped, it's very hard to see, it looks all bumpy and rigidy. This one is just perfect, beautiful, really beautiful. Then for the outsole, you've got white, and wraps all the way around. Then another way to tell fakes and real ones is this tab right here. Usually the fakes will have them either really, really low, so they'll have them either at the second loop, here, or they'll have them at the fourth loop up here. Very, very rarely, I should say, do they have them at the third loop, and that's the correct spacing of them. Then the easiest way, and this is what a lot of people were saying with the early releases, why they were fake, with the symbol here. Let me see if I can just set the camera down, see if I can pop it out. As you can see here, the lettering is correct. A lot of people on the fakes were saying that the lettering just looks Greek, it's hard to read, nobody knows what it's saying. On the real ones, it says Jumpman Jordan, and you should be able to spell out each letter. And you can clearly see here it does. You can see there's a J. It's kind of hard to see with the quality of my camera, but see if I can try to show you. See J-U-M-P-M-A-N, Jumpman. And then Jordan, J-O-R-D-A-N. And you can see each letter perfectly. And a lot of people were saying with the R, it was a Q, so it would say Jumpman Joktan, but as you can see, that's a R. There's a little tab right there, so it is a R. It is the original. It is the authentic shoe. Now let's get to the other famous part about Air Jordan 11s, the translucent sole. I like these only because I've heard they do not yellow. This is my first pair of Air Jordan playoffs, or as a lot of people are calling them, the bread. I personally don't like the name bread because it just reminds me of bread loaves, but I'm calling these the playoffs. The translucent sole, that's red, it's still see-through, but it doesn't yellow. Whereas the Space Jams, Cool Grays, and even the Concords, they yellow at some point. The red's because it's actual solid color. I've heard that they don't yellow. You can see it's got the black traction pad here and here. Gives a nice pop. Another thing with fakes, the Jumpman. Usually Jumpman will either be too high, like he'll be shooting up here, or he'll be too low. His legs will be riding this ridge. The original ones, they should have him just right in the dead center, like this one does. Another thing I've seen, I don't know if this is just fakes or factory default or what, and the only reason I say that is because I've seen them at Foot Locker and Champs when the Concords came out. The Jumpman was closer to this orb right here. And again, I don't know if that was just a factory default or what, but a lot of fakes will have him sometimes closer to here. But again, on the Concords, don't quote me, but I've seen some that are closer, and I've seen them at Foot Locker and at Champs, at store. Not somebody saying, oh, I bought them from here or there. No, I've seen them at the store. So again, don't quote me. Maybe they got a bad shipment, B grade, something, I don't know what, but I've seen them like that sometimes. The biggest giveaway to always remember, guys, with any Air Jordan 11, I should say, carbon fiber. Fakes will usually have plastic, and it'll be clearly black and white, and when you tap it, it'll sound like plastic, whereas this one, it sounds like carbon fiber. Well, there's really no sound of carbon fiber, but when you feel it, it'll feel kind of like there's a bit of texture. It'll be smooth, but there'll be some kind of texture to it. Whereas the fake one, since it's plastic, it's just completely smooth, and it looks just like a checkerboard. Whereas this one is kind of silver and dark gray. Fakes will just be black and white checker pieces. That's fake. Dead giveaway. Now, that's the review on the shoe. There's really nothing else to say about this beautiful pair, other than it is a really, really awesome shoe. And I highly suggest, if you do not have one now, go get one. They're selling them online at Kicksole.com. I believe also Sole Up is selling them too. But those are the only two sites that I personally recommend to buy them if you want to buy them now. A lot of other sites, I know, I've heard reports, they said that they're selling authentics, and then when people get them, they're fakes. And other people said that they got authentic ones, they just mix them in the batches or whatnot. Kicksole, these are authentic. I think a lot of the problem stems out of the fact that people were saying the box, because every Air Jordan 11 that we've got has had not this kind of box, but a special type of box. Oh, just on a quick side note, thank you to Kicksole for sending me this keychain. It's a Air Jordan 11 keychain of the playoffs. It looks really cool. Might use it for my house keys or something, but it is really, really, really cool. But anyways, getting back to the box, a lot of people are saying with this box, you know, it's fake because Jordan 11 shouldn't come in this box, it should come in a special box. A lot of rumors are going around saying Jordan has decided to use this box officially. Others are saying that no, you know, this is just for now. Personally, what I like to think is this is just a for now box because they're early releases. And I know on early releases usually don't have the tags, it's just a normal plain box without anything on them. The reason I think they have a tab, usually with early releases people get them, know somebody in the factory, they buy like maybe 100 pairs of a certain size, less than that, usually about, more realistically, about 40 pairs. And then what they'll do is buy whatever pieces and components they have for the shoe. So if they don't have a box, they'll just say, you know, give me a normal box or whatever. And so probably the tab's already done. They probably asked for the box, and this is what Jordan gave them, or what the people working for Jordan gave them. But yeah, that's pretty much the story with early releases. Anyways, my recommendation for this shoe, buy it if you don't have it now, because definitely when it comes out in December, it will sell out like incredible. Anyways, guys, I hope you like this review. Subscribe to my channel if you like. Remember to check out Kicksole. Shout out to Kicksole for sending me the shoes. And enjoy. See you guys next time.